Yeah, it's interesting. You mentioned this as a love story. I read somewhere that you actually don't like love stories, but I love that this is one, where these people, they truly seem like they are not meant to be together at all. Talk a little bit about the inspiration for this. It's based on the Thomas Mallon novel, Fellow Travelers, of the same name. What drew you to a story about, two men who are coming together at a time when being openly gay was not just dangerous to their career, it was, arguably dangerous to their life, and certainly could have ruined both of them. What was attractive about that part of the story to you?
That relationship is at the center of the novel. I mean, we went beyond the 50s to other decades and we expanded with other characters. But that love story actually is the thing that drew me to it. And when I said I don't like love stories, I don't really like soap operas. I
Yeah.
certainly don't like scenes where people sit and express their emotions to each other. That probably tells you something about who I am personally. um, I love and was schooled in emotional drama that has high stakes. So, spending 3 years on Homeland, for example, spending a lot of time in Washington researching for that show, meeting a lot of interesting people. And, to me, high stakes, love to me is always high stakes in a way, because there's always a danger to being in love. And our tagline, love is dangerous, I think I suggested. But to raise the stakes by putting at a time, that relationship at a time when your life and your career could be ruined simply if someone saw you coming out of a particular apartment at a particular time. And it's not that foreign to me. I'm not that old. I wasn't around during the Lavender Scare, but I came of age in the 60s and 70s, and I never heard the word homosexual spoken aloud till I went to college, and even then, it wasn't often spoken aloud. So I grew up thinking that what I was the unspeakable thing, and so I really understood what it was like to live in a time when homosexuality and homosexuals were invisible in all culture. Certainly, the culture that was available to a young man in coal mining Pennsylvania in the 60s and 70s.